been offended because somebody used the wrong word. And they're allowed. They're allowed to use that as an excuse to victimize whoever the fuck they want if you don't care. If you don't care enough to do something to put a stop to this abuse, I still have to endure it. You ask me to do things that I'm not allowed to do for myself, or things that I have been doing for myself, and it has made no difference. When I tell you I need help in person, I mean that. There's a lot of people out here that the reason I put up with their bullshit is because I was hoping that they would help like they said they would. But then when it came down to it, they couldn't keep their words. It was just about them and what they wanted, or sometimes what they needed. But no matter how much I do for them, they're never going to lift a finger for me. And that's the problem, is that they needed help. Many of them were men who also needed help. And when they needed help, it didn't take me years to help them. I didn't make them beg me. If they asked me to tell the truth, I'd tell the truth. If they asked me to go in with them to make a police report, I would go in with them to make a police report. But how many of them would do the same for me? There's a lot of people who said they would. Like Kayla Trujillo, who was full of shit. Brenda Dickinson, who was full of shit. Laura Nelson, who was full of shit. A lot of people were full of shit. Graham Milburn was full of shit. Brandon Ratner was full of shit. Christine Buhit was full of shit. There's a lot of people who are mad at me because I told the truth. They want to pretend that we ain't friends because I told the truth. No, we ain't been friends for a long time. With most of y'all, we never were friends. You pretended to be my friend when you wanted something. But then when you got what you wanted, you didn't need me anymore and you showed it. Or when you didn't get what you wanted, you acted like Molly. I needed help. And that starts with finding out what the hell is going on. If you guys can't find out what the hell is going on, why'd you even offer to help? And why did you treat me completely like shit if I wasn't able to do the things that you expected of me? That's one of the things about having disabilities that you can't see. So you're not going to listen to the fucking victim. You can't see my wheelchair, so to speak. I don't have a wheelchair, so I must not be disabled. I don't fit the description on the pictures. A white person in a white wheelchair on a blue background. Yeah, I'm not one of those, so I must not be disabled. And then, of course, my disabilities must not exist. When you want me to do things that I'm not capable of doing because of my disabilities, you just pretend that my disabilities don't exist. You tell men, oh, you just need to get a job when we're out here going through hell. We've been abused to the point that we ain't got jack shit and we can't get jack shit. All because we're the wrong goddamn gender to be victimized. And then people want to argue over words. Oh, you should say survivor. You're a survivor. Fuck you. Fuck you. How fucking dare you? How dare you tell me how to view my experiences? I'm the one that fucking lived through them. How dare you tell me what words to use? I'm the one who lived the experience. And just because you think I used the word wrong doesn't mean I did. Just because your assumption of what you think I was gonna say, or you think I was trying to say, no, I don't need it fucking reinterpreted, asshole. I need insurance money for my car. That's essential. I got a kayak on top of my car. I'm trying to sell it. Hopefully I'll get it sold so I'll have some money for insurance. That won't get me enough for gas. I've been running around and making calls and driving the places I'm supposed to go to try to get a gas voucher, and so far nothing, just a bunch of running around and making phone calls. And that's what it usually is. And then you're told if you don't go to these places and call these places and try these places, you're told you're not making an effort. But when you do run to all these places and it wastes every little bit of every material that you have, uses up your vehicle, uses up your gas, uses up your finances, uses it all up for you to jump through all these hoops for all these people and all these places that promise you if you jump through these hoops, they're going to help you. And at the end of the day, it's just like a special ha-ha that nothing ever happens. You got to live off of less than $800 a month disability money. It ain't enough to live on. That's not even enough to fucking survive for a month on. And then you're forced to go wasting that money because people promise you if you spend your money on this and you spend your money on that, then they'll help you how you need. They never do though, do they? Wow, it looks like they're setting up a brand new Starbucks over here. They certainly are. I wonder when they open up. Men are told we just need to man up. We just need to shut up. We just need to get to the back of the bus. Women have it worse than men. Men are more likely to be arrested and convicted. Oh, we know that. We also know that women are 11 times more likely to be stalkers. We also know that most of the people who are killed, it's over an argument with a crazy woman. Here in the United States, anyway. You want to regulate men who might be crazy. But you don't really want to regulate the women who probably are. That's one of the things about nursing and childcare. See, we want to talk about guns, don't we? We don't want to talk about all the people murdered by nurses. They have a much, much higher body count, by the way. When it comes to killing children, we're talking about thousands more. We got situations like the one with Brian Farmer and Jared Wallace in Longmont, Colorado. That was over Haley Smith. It's taught. So all these folks who have these assumptions that this is something you can just ignore and it goes away. No, it doesn't. And they don't stop to hear it. They don't stop to even hear it, let alone look it up, let alone try to put themselves in my shoes. And then there's those of you who aren't going to even make the effort because you got some philosophical fucking argument. Don't fucking argue with the goddamn victim, you dumb bitch. Well, how do any of us really know what someone else is going through? Jesus fucking Christ. I want you to imagine, you ever been punched in the face? If the answer is yes, then there's a lot of shit you can fucking understand. If I say, hey, I was punched in the face, then yes, you have reference to go by. These things that we make fun of men for. If a man does it, like calling the cops. Oh, a man's not allowed to do that. That's bitch shit. That's a rat. And then, of course, we get to hear from the other side about how bad people don't look the other way. But you guys can't agree on the color of shit, let alone what's good or bad. You want the law to apply, but you only want it to apply one way. You don't want the law coming knocking on your door. And you certainly don't want homeless people, especially homeless and disabled males, to have any rights whatsoever. Regardless of what it may say on paper, it's not enacted in real life because there's no teeth to these laws. Kind of like when those cops in Boulder Hospital, including Waylon Lolatai, wanted to claim that I tried to bite them. I have no teeth. What the hell was I gonna bite somebody with? They knew that by preventing me from getting the body cameras and only allowing the hospital cameras, you wouldn't be able to hear any of the things said. They had to drop the charges because if they hadn't, then their body cam evidence would have been entered into court and they would have been in deep shit. That took one hell of a cover-up. No, it didn't. What it took was the people who claimed to love me to just not give a shit and look the other fucking way until there was no longer any fucking chance of me being allowed to defend myself against these predators. Fuck, some of them bugs are pretty big. Sorry, they were flying by because this is where some of the lights are and it's raining, so they're trying to keep close to the building and in the lights. Anyway, I try to explain the urgency of this to these places, and they just don't seem to understand the urgency of it. Because they don't understand the urgency of it, I have to rely on other people out on the streets. When these agencies don't take a situation where they need to do their job as mandated reporters seriously, that makes it so that I have to rely on somebody, well, out here on the streets like Molly or like Tom. Because nobody in a fucking house gives a holy fucking goddamn. And I gotta hope that Molly or Tom give a shit about someone other than them. Is it just about what they want? Are they gonna promise to do something and just never do it? Is this gonna be one of those situations where I'm helping one or the other every fucking day and they're literally not ever gonna do jack shit for me but fucking make empty goddamn promises? This is how men are treated. This is how men are treated. So I asked today, since I keep sharing about how well men are treated here, I get to hear about this men-only shelter and how there isn't one for women. Oh, so far after looking into it and asking at every service that I've gone to, well, it turns out that nobody's heard of such a place except for these women who want to use it as an excuse to hate on men. It's men's fault that they're in the situation they're in. And a lot of people, they fall for that, or they play along because they know they're expected to. With Tom and his shit with Molly, I can't fucking deal with Molly. I can handle Tom, not Molly. But it seems to me that Tom is just gonna eat up time. He's not gonna understand my disabilities. He's not gonna put himself in my shoes. But also, I do try to put myself in other people's shoes. The man's 80 fucking years old. So I gotta go to Tides of Change. I was hoping the lady there would get back to me, but she hasn't yet. So I messaged her tonight. I'm hoping to be able to reschedule. Now that Tom's kind of sort of got his own stuff going on, I did see him today. He smiled and waved at me. But hopefully he's in a safer situation than he was. I didn't see Molly today, and I don't think I saw her yesterday either. Well, I guess today just started, so I haven't seen her today or yesterday. And I'm pretty sure I didn't see her the day before, which is good. However, for the abuse that I've gone through, with everything that I got in my vehicle, I can't afford to get my vehicle taken because I have nowhere to take that evidence. If I had a place where I could just sit down with that evidence and not have to run around like a chicken with my goddamn head cut off, just trying to get the basic fucking resources to goddamn survive, while being told I'm not allowed to fucking survive anywhere. You're not allowed, you're not allowed, you're not fucking allowed. And then there's a lot of fucking pampered little bitches in the United States here. They just want to tell me to get a job. You know what? That's great. That's fucking great. Yeah, that'll fix all my goddamn problems, won't it? That'll fix my bad back, won't it? No, the fuck it doesn't, you fucking idiot. Oh, you think that makes it so that you win an argument? No, dude. See, here's the thing. You don't win morally. You don't win based on evidence or morality at all. What you win on is straight up evil. You win on preventing the other person from even showing evidence, showing up in court, or facing their accusers. You deny somebody their legal rights, and then you tell them that they're a bad person for speaking out. They're a bunch of pieces of shit. Good to be rid of you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper, and no victim left behind. Oh, come on now. Why won't you fucking end? My phone is covered in rainwater, so it's not wanting to do what it is I need it to. I can't sleep. Got too much anxiety. too much to do. I've been running around trying to make everybody here happy if I jump through their hoops the way they want me to. Maybe they'll help the way they're supposed to, or the way they claim they're gonna. Nope. And then people pretend that the little bits and pieces of things that I do know how to do means that I must be some fucking savant at every goddamn thing. Like, because I got help setting up my email, that magically it means that I'm able to do all this fucking shit that you guys take advantage of every single day. Why can't you fucking teach me how to do it? I am in a state of fucking crisis. So instead of telling me to do something, help me to do it. Oh yeah, but you can't see my disabilities. So instead of trying to understand that somebody in a wheelchair can't just jump over your fucking hurdles. Oh yeah, I'm not in a wheelchair, so I can't make that comparison, can I? I'm not allowed to do that, am I? I'm not allowed to make an analogy, am I? No, because you guys will go out of your way to pretend that I'm fucking schizophrenic and delusional and now somehow believe that I'm in a fucking wheelchair. No, the fact is that I'm disabled. And because I'm not in a wheelchair, because my disabilities aren't disabilities that you can see, you just pretend that they don't exist. Alright, good to be with you. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught. Remember, you are your brother's keeper and no victim left behind.